Peut-être tout ça.
Great at timing, Brandon. Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm in a state. I'm in a mood. The world's on fire, friends, but we're here. We survive always. We continue, all of us, and we keep moving. Today's just gonna be a wild one regardless. A lot of things happening in the States, and a lot of that has implications on our lives, whether we like it or not. And we're gonna be doing like a little bit of an Oasis thing. We're not really gonna talk about it. However, it is lingering in the back of my brain. It is the traditional election day drinking on Maine. To keep things tame. Friends, I hope you're all doing well. Yep, we've got Jim, this youthful lady over here at a scant 18 years old in human. Hey, how's it going? Long time no chats. Yeah, it is true. Oh, well, apparently there's an ambulance going down the street. It looks like they went past my neighbors, so that's good. Hi. Yeah. So kind of dealing with the lingering sound in the distance. Hoping to keep things okay. I don't have the pile organized. Jim has her face right in front of the chat. She's right here. She's helping. But as I discovered recently, she lied on her resume. She can't read. She can't write. Which is not very helpful for what I need as a producer. It causes a few problems. Oh yeah. Keeping things moving nice and smooth so that nobody notices that you are completely disorganized tonight. Hey, what's new? My brain went into auto pitch mode. What's new are all these wonderful new products available soon at Variant Edition. Outside of the schmarmy pitch, new stuff happens to come in the form of, I don't know, just continuing to live. I've got a whole bunch of Christmas stuff happening. In a couple days on Thursday, I'm going to be doing one of Variant Edition's world famous book fairs. We're going to, I always want to say New Kahata, which is not what it is. I'm going to have to look this up. Kahata is a man from the TV show The Challenge that I've been watching a lot of. And New Kahata is not a town close to here. But New Sarepta. Yeah. Out a little ways from Leduc and Beaumont, little southeast from Edmonton. I was invited out there to do a full day, so a day at the school, the high school there, and the attached library will be accessible to the public from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., which will be really cool. See, there we go. Thanks, Sean. Shanzi. What's that? Antiquarian. What is that? I suspected as much. Well, that's good. Having cool things that you like around you. I wouldn't know what that's about. I wouldn't know that life. Because that's clearly not me. All right, friends. I'm trying to think of life updates. But life's been kind of like plugging along pretty good. And yeah, just as is tradition in retail, trying to navigate the upcoming holiday season with different days and whatnot. So I think I have things as good as they're going to be right now. He said, vaguely doing a Jiminy click. I think things are going to be just okay right now. Have you ever... Such a timely reference for everybody, Jiminy click. I fought a pair of moles the other day. All right. Welcome to the New Releases Show. We're going to finally talk about new releases. And I'm going to keep an eye on my notifications just in cases. I hope you're all staying sane out there. If you have any requests that you would like to put through, I have my trusty notebook machine thing here at the ready, mostly to get down all the things that you're looking for. Although the list does feature. So, for those of you who don't know, the store has to type in the names of the single issues because of the thing with the barcode in our system. And so a lot of times, Craig and I will get the thing we're trying to type in very wrong. And so I've started a list. I was going to call it Variant Editions. And when I looked at what was actually typed, it said Variant Editions. And I went, this is perfect for this list. Which got me going off on a little thing. Because these days, instead of typing Conan for a lot of things, I type Konana. Which Craig and I went a little off on. My brain always went to, we have no Konanas. We have no Konanas today. But his went to, why, oh, why, Konana? Why, oh, why, Konana? And then that song gets stuck in my head. But other fun ones that have come up recently are Bampton for Batman. Get the newest issue of Bampton. And Venom Wow, which is a good one. But the transition that I'm looking for here, because I'm a professional, is Absolute Supernan, which is out this week. It is the third in the line of the Absolute line at DC Comics. These are books that you can pop in on. You have to know nothing about the characters, where they come from, where they've been, and you will get a full experience, untethered from the regular DC universe. Now, DC's been pushing this as a line influenced by dark energy for reasons. They should, and I understand why, because they're trying to build a big thing, but they should absolutely walk away from being married to describing why these worlds exist. The absolute books are such a wonderful reflection of sort of modern times and modern likes. The absolute Batman one really inverts the dynamic of Batman, where Batman is coming from where we are, from the ground, and is fighting against the structures that are holding people down. Help is actually coming from communities these days, the most successful help, and not the billionaires who are really just sort of seek to maintain their sense of power and build up more and more wealth that they can never spend in their lifetime. And so that's where Batman's coming from. Kind of flips the things. Absolute Wonder Woman is sort of this manga inspired book, but with great intent and power. I absolutely love it. She's got a big friggin' sword, and her story is like built on myth and power, and taking that for yourself. Absolute Superman also similarly kind of flips the script a little bit, where Superman doesn't come from well-lauded scientists who weren't heated there, but he still does come from groups of people who are trying to warn about the future and are basically knocked down societally because it does not benefit the people who are already in power, which is how things go. You can send out all the warnings you want, but if the people with the money and the people with the power don't really like that message to get out there, you are going to be discredited. You are going to be kind of pushed down a little bit. So this Superman is coming from a more humble means. And while we don't quite know how he gets to Earth, he is actually out there trying to help Brazilian miners in this case, with a different power structure. And it really kind of takes a global look, as you should with Superman, who can be a more global character, and talks about, the structures of our society and where things are, while being extremely entertaining. Like, it's not the overwhelming flavor of any of these books, but it really talks to the situations that we're all in, and I really love it. Miss Jim, you are again in the way. I love it. Outstanding. All right, the next one that I want to talk about, and this, I need to get a graphic for this. This is Brandon's absolute favorite of the year. So I'm not throwing this around. I read the first couple issues of this a little while back, and it hits so hard. It lives in my guts. It's a book called FML. It is by Kelly Sue DeConnick, David Lopez, Chris Peter, and Clayton Cowles. Oh, by the way, The Absolute Superman is by Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval, a great creative team who I really like. All right, so FML. This is, in a lot of ways, a story about anxiety. It's a story about existing in the world that we live in today, where you're just trying to live life and the skies are choked with smoke, and you have to watch out for like a freaking pandemic that's still lingering on with us, that will probably never leave us, because of the way that the world handles things these days. This is existential dread about trying to exist in this world, trying to raise people in this world. And so FML both takes a look at sort of a set of teens that are growing up, and a parent who is really trying to do what's best. It has these flashes of magical realism that I really, really adore. And And at the end of the day too, brain here. At the end of the day, this story does some beautiful things with taking a lot of existential dread and pushing them out into like a different kind of metaphorical way, like a lot of great comics can do visually, building these different experiences to communicate something that's within us that we can't really quite explain. And so there's a lot of great stuff there. But David Lopez also does these different art styles for when you're in the mind of the main teen who's part of this and the mom. So the main teen is sort of like your classroom sketches, doodles and whatnot, and the mom is sort of like more of like a 90s zine style when she's communicating. It's really good. Yeah. Howdy. I'm seeing comments. What are you drinking? Tonight it is a mix of cranberry grapefruit juice, soda stream, fizzy water, and a wee bit of vodka because stress of the world, friends. And so it's our traditional, it's election time, and so there's drinking on camera. Sean, I will double check. But my goodness, are you going to get so much out of this? I got a lot out of this as just a person, but I cannot actually begin to fathom what someone who is in a position to be a parent would get out of this, and the experiences and all of these things with it. It is an amazing book. So I'm not sure if it's already on your file, but I've got copies. A lot of folks know how I like to do things at Variant, and a lot of times you will show up to Variant Edition and there will be a book in your file that you did not ask for. And I always pick my moments. If there's something that appears in your file that you did not ask for, first off, you are not obligated to take that. You didn't ask for it. Second, I will always recommend something that I think will speak to you directly. And there's enough pieces in this book that FML is already, I think, our third most subscribed to series right now. We'll see how that holds. But I think this is going to be a book that really exemplifies the times that we live in. I think it's going to really be a solid reflection. All right, let's get through some more stuff because we still got a big stacky and we're over 20 minutes in here. We've got the return of JSA from Jeff Lemire and Diego Olartwigi. Probably pronounced that absolutely terribly. This is the classic team. JSA actually predates the Justice League and has traditionally featured characters all the way from the golden ages of comics through to today, a lot of new characters as well. This continues that tradition, pulling on a lot of older threads while being fresh and vibrant for a new era. And Jeff Lemire is one of the best storytellers that we have, and he's a good old Canadian boy. We have the return of Batgirl Cassandra Cain from Tate Brumble and Takeshi Miyazawa with Mike Spicer doing the colors. I am so excited to see Takeshi back in American comics. He drew a series called Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane that hit me in my teens. That was, oh my God, so perfect. It is the teen drama Spider-Man book that really focused on Mary Jane's life, basically, and being a teen and surviving. It's so good. I think it would be perfect to come out today. Marvel did release some YA-sized stuff, but I don't think they marketed it that well, and I think it would really hit today. But he is the artist for this Batgirl series, which features Cassandra Cain. Her mama's an assassin. There's bad assassin things happening around her. This is kinetic. This is personal. There's this thing between daughter and mother that really exists throughout this book, and I think it resonates. And there's a bit of a repetition in phrasing that like kind of hits like a hits just ding ding like a bell, and kind of resonates throughout the whole story, where you get these moments of connection and hardship, and this push and pull that you feel between sort of generations a lot of times, but done in the big superhero manner. So really cool. Yeah, Kelly Sue and David Lopez have been doing a lot of good work to get the news about FML out there. I'm really excited. I was looking for, because I bought a hoodie from the band in the book. The teens are in a band in the book, and they have a store where you can buy stuff from. And so I bought a hoodie. I was going to wear it today, and I can't find it. I know where I remember putting it. It is absolutely not there. So maybe tomorrow at the store. We have Kahuri, Reshaper of Worlds. This is a character, an indigenous character, that was in the latest series of Marvel's What If. If folks have not watched that, a wonderful cartoon series, they do a beautiful job of taking events that you know and taking characters that you don't know and building some cool Marvel stories from it, and having some indigenous representation is really cool. I'm really happy that this is the character, her first appearance in the Marvel universe in comic form. So, and it features a bevy of indigenous creators writing the character. So that's also really cool. We have Negasonic Teenage Warhead from the Deadpool area. This is collecting the Infinite comics that Marvel's been doing, kind of the scrolly webtoon style comics, featuring the titular character, and is written by Andrew Wheeler, also a very good Canadian boy, doing sort of like a mutant punk rock thing. It's a lot of fun. I was reading most of it yesterday. I didn't quite get to the end, but like there's a lot of energy in it. There's a lot of kind of Deadpool-y antics, because one of the reasons why this series exists is because of the appearance in Deadpool. And this character originally appeared in Grant Morrison's X-Men run. Was really fun, was really cool. And I really like when these characters kind of pop back up. We have Something is Killing the Children #0. This series has been going on for a few years at this point. And this #0 features a story that takes place just before issue 1. I've listened to James Tynion, the series co-creator, talk about why he wanted to do something like Something is Killing the Children #0. And he always talks about being in Hollywood meetings. You get to hear a lot of people pitching ideas for your characters, for the people who the characters that you've created. And sometimes people will be like, oh, what happens with this? And he has these moments where he goes, okay, for something like this, when they're like, and we can fill in like kind of what happens before the thing. And he goes, no, I'm not going to leave that up to someone else. I want to tell that story. And so you get things like this where he is telling that story. Now, there is a version of this that is called the Erica Slaughter Intermix Variant Cover. It means you can get 3 different covers of Erica Slaughter with various weapons. And you don't know which one because it's behind. It is bagged. It's behind a mystery. Mystery topper sounds sexy. It is behind a mystery topper. And yeah, it's for folks who have read Something is Killing the Children. It's going to add a lot to it. For folks who haven't, Something is Killing the Children is a beautiful kind of modern horror story that has a lot of Buffy vibes, but really has a lot of modern context to it. There's these monsters that exist out there. There's these groups that hunt them down, and there's this hierarchy of a push and pull of politics that are going on behind the scenes. And Erica Slaughter is sort of caught in the middle of a lot of this while she's just trying to save people. This one's got to stay here. She's very old. She's got old bones. And if we try and fold her up into your file, it's not going to end well. So many damages. Mystery bag. Something is killing the children. Number 0 mystery. For Shamsi. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. There's 2 of these that I'm going to have to look up. Preparation is key, babies. Sometimes you get it done and sometimes you don't. Because you are feeling existential dread. Da-da, da-da. Da-da. Hi, baby. I don't know if you can see it, but she pushed her head underneath my hand. Send to pits. Okay. We've got The Fade from Boom Studios. Web series star Abria Iyengar. Iyengar. I know I've gotten that wrong. And Critical Role fans are screaming. They're screaming. I'm so sorry. Critical Role is like always on the list, but there's so much of it and it's so long. And fan favorite web cartoonist Mari Costa take readers and fans of Mamo and Critical Role to new realms in this coming of age topical new series. A once fearless high school student, Jeannie wasn't prepared for the aimless feeling of being a college freshman, but that's all about to change. Mirror myths take on a new life in a modern age as countless people claim to have passed into the fade in their dreams via a viral internet sensation. But what awaits Jeannie Warner and her best friend Arno on the other side? Royal adventures, ancient prophecies, or something more dangerous? We have DuckTales. I heard at least one of you out there. I heard that. New from Dynamite, telling new DuckTales stories. Dynamite has been going through different Disney Afternoon properties like DuckTales. They've recently hit Darkwing Duck. They've recently hit Gargoyles. And this is kind of their next foray into those books, as well as doing a lot of other Disney stuff like more Hercules, some Cruella de Vil, some Maleficent, kind of that area. And yeah, like I haven't read this yet, but Brandon Montclair tells some good stories, and I'm always happy with the things that he do. I'm gonna get this already. We have Little Batman from DC Comics. It's a brand new story from the writer of the hit holiday movie Merry Little Batman. If you've seen that popping around, you got a little new story here. This has absolutely wonderful fun art. This is about a young Batman just trying to live his life, just trying to be a boy, and things happen. I do like that DC is trying to get a lot of their upcoming sort of like original graphic novels into different hands with something like this. I really like this Batman Year One style cover. I think it works really good for this, and will introduce some people to a new way of telling Batman stories. We have Living Hell from Caitlin Yarsky. Meet Jerome Jamil, husband, father, demon. Hell is not just a place, it's a prison and a realm where demons have lived in exile for eons. A few of them have found a way back to the human world where they hide in plain sight. And Jerome is one of the lucky few to escape and start a new life. And for the sake of his daughter, Jerome is determined to stay out of trouble. But when he comes face to face with one of Hell's bounty hunters, his plans go awry. Oh, and another big ol' friggin' release that I'm really excited for everyone to get into. Oh no, wait, good. For a second there, I thought I got kicked off of the thing that is helping me tell you about all the good books. We have finally the return of Dean McKelvey to Interiors of Comics. It has been some time. He's dabbled a little bit since the end of Wicked and Divine, and being one of the principal creators of an amazing run of Young Avengers, both with Kieran Gillen. He's kind of written a little bit since then and drawn, I think, one comic, the Catwoman One Bad Day with G. Willow Wilson. This is his return to Interiors. He is such a good artist, as you can see from this beautiful cover. You can see the shiny spot gloss. Distillery always puts a lot of effort into their works. You get more than 2 issues worth of story for less than 2 issues worth of price. And you get it in this nice, beautiful, oversized package with the spot gloss, with the attention to detail. Absolutely love this company. London, 1900. The capital hums with the energy of a new era, but something darker lurks beneath the surface. A monstrous figure stalks the city's criminal underworld at night, leaving a trail of bloody corpses in its wake. Rumor about the mysterious killer spread like wildfire. It's a demon. It's a phantom, an angel of vengeance. Nothing can kill it. Nothing can stop it. And once it picks a new target, well, he better have a coffin picked out because he's already dead. The only clue that a baffled police force has to work with is the black and white feather on each corpse, leading the press to dub the killer the Magpie. Very Edmonton. Is the Magpie killing at random, or is there a pattern that no one else can see? 3 individuals, strangers to each other, might together have the answer. Madame Hendrikov, the Russian medium with an upper-class clientele desperate for the secrets of the dead. Bess Turner, the East End barmaid, caught up in the schemes of an organized crime gang. And Ignatius Thorne, the world's most famous consulting detective, brought to ruin by horrific tragedy. This is all from the wonderful Jamie McKelvey. One for Sorrow is an intensely stylish supernatural suspense thriller full of kinetic action, bloody revenge, and ghostly mystery. Ghostly mystery. Have a little mystery. All right. We've gotten to the part of the stack. That is graphic novels. And first off, we've got a YA-sized Saga Volume 1. Bringing the story more in line with the format that is really pushing graphic novels through to mainstream. So, one of the most mainstream comics out there is now in the mainstream format. We've got Jessica Farm, a story that is being written and drawn 1 page a month by its creator, Josh Simons. He believes that he will be done this series where did it have it? Oh, Brandon. Yeah. The goal is to draw the final page on December of 2049, and for the finished altogether book, so not just this first volume, but 2 others to follow, to be published in 2050. This is a very slice of life book, but with a lot of existential weirdness. You also see a creator grow in rapid succession because you're getting 1 page a month, basically, of this creator's life. from his early 20s. And Jessica Farm wakes up on Christmas morning and makes her way downstairs to open her presents. That's the way it starts. And then things get wild and weird from there, honestly. We have Scooby-Doo's Greatest Adventures. This is a big, thick boy. For just $20, you get over 400 pages, 30 classic stories of all kinds of wild Scooby-Dooby action. And I can't tell you how much kids freaking still love Scooby-Doo. We have the collection of the new Scarlet mini series. Seen here, this is the bookstore version, which you can find anywhere and on Amazon. And this is the version you can only find in comic book stores. This has the next phase of the G.I. Joe story is happening as the full-on G.I. Joe series is about to start in a couple weeks. Shanna Scarlett O'Hara is about to take on the most dangerous Black Ops mission of her career, infiltrating the mysterious rising power in Japan known as the Clan Arkashikage. The G.I. Joe people are also yelling at me. Her one lead is her former partner, Jinx, turned enforcer for the group. Now Scarlett must use her very particular set of skills to survive undercover and discover a shocking weapon that could change the balance of power on Earth. This is from Kelly Thompson, an absolutely wonderful creator who is the writer behind Absolute Wonder Woman right now, and Marco Ferrari, who did the art for Frontiersman, which is one of my favorite books. Yeah, Frontiersman is absolutely wonderful. Just about like a superhero type character who's very environmentally aware, and is just written by Patrick Kindlon, who is a bonkers human being, setting fires to his career left and right center, but just with like a passion for the industry and art, which I can't really fault him for, but it's just one of those things where like, oh my buddy, if you could play the game just even slightly, I would love the bevy of different books that I would be able to see your writing on. Oof. We have Death Comes for the Toy Maker. This is a first issue that I read forever ago from Scout, and then Scout kind of went under, and so I'm actually happy to see this full collection out, or original graphic novel at this point, because there was only one issue ever printed. Death comes for us all, but for Gil the Toy Maker, the visit is an eternal tragedy. Every year, the holiday gift giver visits children all over the world on one special night, but Gil's immortality comes at a cost. Forced to do the work of death, carrying a list of ready-to-harvest souls alongside his naughty nice lists, Gil gives toys and takes souls all in one night. But as the toy maker reflects on his relationship that he's had with death for several millennia, an associate reveals a scheme that may just put an end to Death's contract, and perhaps Death himself. So yeah, it's a story of basically like, it's Santa, and he's made a deal with Death that like once a year he takes on the job in return for not having to die. It's beautiful. I say beautiful because I was looking at this. This is fun. This is beautiful. Anzuelo. It's a graphic novel by cartoonist Emma Rios, who does Pretty Deadly with Kelly Sue DeConnick, who did FML. This book is absolutely gorgeous. Just even feeling the cover stock that they have here. And the attention to detail, even down to, you can't really see it from here, but there's a different kind of paper stock to open up the book so that you can see this kind of poking through brilliantly. It's these little touches, the paper stock, the colors, the gorgeousness. I'm going to show you a bunch of it. We have signed book plates for these, and they're not just sort of the sticker paper that most of the signed book plates have been. It is a thick cardstock that Emma Rios has gone through and signed. It is absolutely gorgeous. I did not bring one with me, but take a look at this beautiful art about the careful detail that's being taken with every little panel, every little word. I have only read through a quarter of this. It is very affecting. It is a beautiful collection. We have a few in stock, but the signed book plates will not last too long. So, a brutal story that revolts against the notion of violence as the only response to a life without hope. Maybe something to think about these days. The sea, secretly more complex than anyone imagined, rises one day. The horizon folds as it absorbs the world and transforms everything that's been pulled inside it. 3 kids find themselves unmoored and lost, but brought together by the physical and mental changes wrought by the tides and a desire to avoid harming any living creature. There's beautiful words here from Anne Nesenti, Emily Carroll, and Kelly Sue DeConnick herself. So Anzuelo beckons on us on a walkabout and asks us to listen to the sea and know Earth's creatures as our collaborators in what is to come. The great wave came and went, and what was left is us. You are in good hands with master storyteller Emma Rios. It's a beautiful ride. It is a must-have graphic novel. That's Anne Nesenti. Emma is a master of her craft, an absolute beast of an artist with the delicate touch of a poet. It's from Emily Carroll. And Rios, whose blood flows from the maritime heart of Galicia, renders both Anzuelo's fantastical seascapes and its emerging monstrosities in delicate watercolors, adds a layer of playful fragility to this masterful meditation on what it means to be human in a violent world. Unmoored. And that's from Kelly Sue DeConnick. It is a brilliant, gorgeous piece to behold. I cannot wait to get through the rest of it. I'll do a couple bits of reading tonight and go through that. But with that, that brings us to the end of this stream. And because I'm feeling like I have the spoons for it, friendos. Oh, it's the magic mirror and it's back, baby. And we're looking through it and we're saying hi. I can see you out there. I know you're here, and I appreciate you taking the time on this of all nights to unwind and talk about comics. I'm seeing Judge Holden 19 out in YouTube land. Hello. I'm seeing a Ben. Hello, Ben. I'm seeing Matthew. Thank you for sticking around. I know it's got to be late where you are. I see Bryce. Hi, Bryce. I'm seeing Bing. Hello, Bing. I'm seeing Sean. Hola, Sean. I'm seeing Dimension Argentina. Howdy, howdy. And I'm seeing Jason. Hey, Jason. How's it going? And Tyson. It's Tyson. Hello, hello. Looks like everybody. Well, thank you all for being here. I hope that everyone is staying as sane as they can during these unprecedented times, as everybody keeps saying. I am going to keep reading. I am going to, in moderation, keep drinking. Jim says a sleepy goodbye. She's fallen asleep on the job. These cats coming in with the resumes. I can read. I can write. They can't. They can't do either of those things. They're just very cuddly. And that forgives a lot. So I keep them around. I technically don't pay them, but I do feed them. And when they fill a box of sand with poops and peas, I take those away. Seems like a fair trade. Give them water, get some snuggles. Good times. Jason, the beverage is a bit of cranberry, a bit of grapefruit, some Soda Stream, fizzy water, and vodka. You too, Carl. Hope you have a good night. And always, I remember I remember going to work 8 years ago, and things just felt different. Things just felt off. And commiserating with everyone around us. And here's something that I can say: no matter what outcome happens today, there are things that we absolutely cannot control, but the things that we can control are the people that we have in our lives, the people that we take care of, the community that we build and cultivate. You all are extremely important to me. And this community that you're a part of, that you helped build, that I helped build, is extremely important to me. It brings me sanity in my hard days. It brings me joy when there's dark moments, where there's things happening elsewhere, where just life is encroaching. We have each other's backs. Sometimes it is just talking pop culture, and sometimes it is showing up one day and you just need someone to talk to, and I'm there for those things. I'm there for those days. I know that a lot of you have been there for me too, and I very much appreciate all of that. So what I want to say in closing is, hey, no matter how anything goes, no matter where we are all at, please know that I'm here for you, and that all of you are so important. And then we've got this. We've got what's going to happen. We are going to push through, and we're going to make each other's lives better as much as we can, in little ways, in big ways. And we will push always, always for better, always for good, always to just try and be our best. So thank you all for watching. I am going to read some mother comics. I'm gonna spend the night getting a little tipsy and all up on prose and graphic novels and comics and just life in general. So might have frightened the cat a little bit. All right. Thank you all for watching. I will talk to you all again soon, maybe tomorrow. And I'll see you soon. All right. Bye, friends.